So here we are in JAYWICK at number 9, and I'll just show you around the back and come on through the rest of the house and show you the before it gets refurbished, ready for sale. Look at the state of the place. Absolutely manky. It was a lot worse than this, and there are photos to back this up. So I'll just take you around the back, which has to be cleared out as well. I don't think the garden was ever touched in 10 years, and just after catching myself on a briar that's about 20 years old. So look at the state of the back garden. Look at it, look at the height of it. I'm going to have to tack at that some one way or another. Unfortunately, there's no rear entrance or exit. Look at the state of it. And this wall here is the garage, which I'm now going to take you back round to the front. All this has to be cleared up. All of it. Look. Fortunately, the garage is now empty. It wasn't to begin with. It was 3/4 full of shite and junk. That's the garage. And I'm going to take you now through the front door onto the ground floor, and I'm in the process of half moving in and half moving out. Number 9, here we go. So just ignore most of the crap that's in here. The painter has also made a start. So here we go. Look at the state of the walls. I'll be stripping that today because that's actually wood chip paper, and that needs to come off. So this is what I call the hallway, but it could actually be used as a dining room. Here's the kitchen. That was manky. All those cupboards have been bleached clean, and I'm in the process of moving in, so everything is coming up nice. So excuse my little bits of mess. There are going to be changes in here too. That's where the washing machine was. That was manky. All them cupboards have been cleaned. That's the state of the kitchen floor. That's been bleached. Everything has been bleach mopped once anyway, but some of it is going to want more. So that's the kitchen. Back out through into the hallway or dining room, whatever you want to call it. And then this is another room off here. I don't know what you'd make of that. You could make a bedroom. I suppose it would be a bedroom, or it could be a dining room too. The painter's already had one go in here. But that obviously needs to be finished off. So there's no floor coverings. All the mats and carpets that were manky, they were ripped out and gone off with the rubbish. That there is a bit of an airing cupboard just there on the entrance to the stairwell. The stairwell is there. Be up there in a minute. And then along here, just in here, is another manky toilet and wash basin. Look at the state of it. All that tile needs to be cleaned off. Look at the state of the fan. Look at the dust on it and the dirt and the grime. Absolutely manky. This hasn't been cleaned at all yet. That's a day's work in itself, I think. And then we have manky toilets. Excuse me, but I'm just going to give you a quick flash of it. Look at the state of the toilet. It was a lot worse than that. That's been cleaned once, but it's proving difficult to get that staining out. And then all up along there, dust, filth, grime, all the grout is brown. This should be easy enough because it's a totally tiled room, and then we just got the filthy ceiling. The light does work, and the fan, you can hear it buzzing, but look at the state of it. I'm going to take you now into the ensuite bedroom, which is just to the left here, down a little step and left. This is the ensuite bedroom. Again, it was a lot worse than this. There was a lot of sofas and shit in here. The walls are going to want sugar soaping, and the ceilings then rinsed off before they can be painted. That's the view out to the back to the garden we showed you earlier. If you can call it a garden, it's more like a jungle. And then off this bedroom we have what we're going to call the ensuite. Again, this is tiled throughout, but the shower in through here is manky. Look at the state of the door. This is currently soaking in bleach throughout, but that's going to want the same again. Look at all the grout, brown, filthy, manky, dirty. This is actually on its second coating of bleach. That was absolutely filthy before. Looks like there's a new shower gone in there, so that's fairly clean. And then look at the ceiling above the shower. Look, absolutely filthy. So this one again is tiled throughout, so that'll be easier to clean than walls. Couple of bleach washes down. Look, they couldn't even leave the light alone. That's the ceiling light, or one of them. And then the other one is here. Look at the state of the fans and the heater. More grime and dirt and filth. Ugh, turns my stomach just to look at it. But this has had a general clean. It wants doing again. There's stuff to go in here when it's done. Hard tiled floor, good mopping, and then we have the wooden floor there. So that's the ensuite. Then we go through to the fourth bedroom, or as they had as a lounge. It had 3 sofas in here. I'm in the process of moving into here. I've got my few bits here. I set up the table as a little office, so I've got outside communications. So here's the fourth bedroom, as it were. So there's 2 downstairs and 2 upstairs. The ceiling is absolutely filthy. The light fittings are broken, not working, no power or whatever. Walls in here are not too bad, but they're going to want a good cleaning. Even the light switches are manky, dirty and filthy. Over there then we have, by the door, the sewerage and the electrics. That's all going to be boxed in. So before we go upstairs, I'm just going to show you back out towards the front door and that toilet on the left hand side. Okay, so we're going to go up now up the stairs. All the light switches are manky dirty. Look at the state of them. Don't think they ever lifted a cloth. There's the state of the stairs. That's been swept down only once. Then we have all the walls up the stairway are filthy, crayon marks, dirt, cobwebs right up at the top there, manky lights. I'm gonna have to get a ladder on this part. So here's the state of the stairs. It's a double bend stairs, but that's the state of it. Look, absolutely filthy. Again, that's gonna look in there, some kind of a cubby hole, get a door or something put on that after it's been cleaned out. And then we go up the stairs on the second bend. Look at the state of them. Be on my hands and knees cleaning all that down. And then we have the landing floor. That's just chipboard. It's been swept out. The whole place has been swept out once before. Here we have then, that's the bath board that wants cleaning or replacing. And then we have the hot water tank there, a slim one, but it's functional. And then we have the timer there. So here is the first upstairs bedroom. Was originally green painted walls. It was a child's bedroom, I think. Has Velux window in. There's a cubby hole there that goes through into the next bedroom. That was the bedroom door that got taken off because it was all kicked in the bottom, as you can see. And then there's the Velux window. A light that doesn't work, probably wants checking with an electrician. And then take you into the second bedroom, which is where I'm currently abiding. That's me on the floor for a couple of nights till I get a bed. And then I've moved some stuff in here. This was originally a blue room. A couple of coats have gone on there. Bought myself a couple of racks. And that's just me trying to sort things out, stuff to put away. I've still got 2 suitcases packed of clothes. But it's absolutely coming along now. There we are. And then there's the cubby hole again through to the other bedroom. Might be an idea to either box that off both ends or just put a couple of doors on maybe to make it a cupboard, because it's a silly idea to leave it open like that. There was the blue door. That's already had 2 coats of paint. You wouldn't think it. And take you in now to the upstairs bathroom, which again is tiled and has had a clean and a mop out and a bleach down. New toilet seat. In fairness, that one cleaned up a little bit better. And then we have a bath. Fairly clean bath by the looks of it. That's been cleaned out once. I don't think it got much use. But again, the tiles in here, they're not actually that bad because I don't think the bath was ever used. And then the top half is plasterboard, which has been painted once. Look what they did to the wooden frame of the Velux window. Couldn't even leave that alone. And then all up along here as well. And then finally we have the upstairs sink. So that's the house before. At the beginning of November, I think it's the 7th today, lucky number 7. And I'll show you another video when it's all done. Hopefully in a month's time. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Speak to you soon.